Hey guys, what's up? This is my thoughts on the ZV-1, Sony ZV-1. So some of you might agree or some of you might disagree on this discussion, but hey, this is my opinion. Just take it as a discussion forum. It will be fun and would be benefit to voice out of your concerns too here. We just might reach out to Sony about these minor issues. So first things first, this is the list of things that I been watching a lot of YouTube videos and looking to reviews that they keep on bringing up, because I do plan to buy this camera, purchase it with my hard-earned money, and it is a very big investment. As you all know, the price is really expensive at $799. Some of you guys who can afford this camera, props to you, but for me it's a very big investment. In Malaysia, it costs around 3,399 ringgit, which equivalent to a Sony Alpha series kind of a camera. And this is not it's not a this is a big money. I could have just invested on an interchangeable lens, but due to portability, practicality, I do consider ZV-1 as it is. But looking to ZV-1 reviewers, I can see they're a bit biased in terms of they're trying to sell out the product because they've been sponsored by Sony. They was sent a product to them. Some of them is a bit lenient towards the Sony. They try to tell the truth, but they can't because they are being sponsored in some ways. That's all I'm trying to say. Since I'm not sponsored, I'm not biased or anything. I'm just being a consumer oriented person. Whether do I want to invest this much money or not on this small jiggy kind of a camera point and shoot, I am letting go of freedom of interchangeable lens. I am letting go of discovering new things with an interchangeable lens, that kind of stuff. And thirdly, having a badass camera. I understand because I have experience in DSLRs. I'm an entry level kind of DSLR person. I do play around with Sigma lenses and so on in the past, but now I'm entering it back, so it's been a while. But having this point of shoot camera technology have made me intrigued about purchasing this camera. So yeah, this number one point, as I'm showing right now to you guys, is the price. Whether or not is it in a good investment if I were to buy this ZV-1, because I'm planning to buy it tomorrow, guys. So that's why I'm making this video, and I really hope you guys comment down below. Okay, alright, let's go to number 2, which is crop in 4K. Okay, a lot of YouTubers talk about this camera is being cropped, as in you go as 4K, as you go as steady. It's like steady always image stabilization. They tend to crop in a bit further in, and that what makes me like thinking, hey, what's the seem to be a problem, and you have to extend your arm, right? It will solve the problem. No, you would need to use a monopod, like a whole extension of monopod to solve the problem. It's a lot. I like this one YouTuber guy. He said about, you already look stupid with holding this one, why not just extend it all the way with a monopod? Yeah, he got a good point on that. It's just that if I were to put it on a table, I hope like even my phone camera can pick up how wide I can go with if whatever I'm eating, if I'm in a tight space. That wide angle really helps a lot, and showing. So that's why I would show you guys some of the solutions of this thing. It could help us for the ZV-2 or the ZV-1 Mark II. I don't know. So the crop in 4K feature is not, nowadays people want to shoot 4K. 1080p is good. I've seen some YouTubers said just shoot in 1080p, it will solve the problem. It's a bit wider than the 4K. Yeah, I've been shooting in 1080p since, but now I'm trying to shoot in 4K. I just want to see a bump of increase of quality. And what I like about 4K is that you get more detail. If I were to invest on a camera, I would really like a camera can do 4K in the future, another 5 years. So if I'm spending it now, I would want my camera to be possible in another few years, because we all know cameras do shoot up so fast. Let's go to the third one. Battery life sucks. Yes, this is true. A lot of YouTubers who actually trying to promote ZV-1, towards the end of the video they're trying to say The battery life, it sucks.
Battery is pretty small. I definitely think it's fine. I wish they included a battery like the A6600 has or something like that, just because then you would really have like all day or pretty long day battery. But what you can do on this camera is charge via USB. So if you have a USB brick or any like small little portable USB, maybe you're in the car, you can plug it in right here onto the micro USB cable.
It just performs 40 minutes to 1 hour 20 minutes, and you have to buy multiple batteries of this. And some people, YouTubers or people who already own the RX, the expensive RX series, they already have a bunch of a bag of these batteries, and they really bought a lot of multiple batteries, docks to charge them. But for first timers like me, if I were to plan this buying this camera at this price tag, I have to spend more on buying batteries. So a lot of promotions going on right now. Getting a ZV-1, they would promote giving you an extra battery, the grip, and the SD card. So why not just max out at the battery? You know, that's the main. They know the problem is the battery, so that's why it's a bit harder for them to sell a ZV-1 now, because the A6600 Alpha series of Sony, they just bump up the upgrade from 6400, 6500. They don't have that extra battery, so Alpha 6400 is having a downside of buying to invest, because A6600 is now having the bigger battery like the A7S, A73 and so on. So I think it's A7R, I'm not mistaken guys. Can you guys comment down below? RX series kind of batteries, and a lot of YouTubers also wanted to have a bigger battery like AT600, and I'm going to show you guys the illustration what I've made under Photoshop. It's a really last minute Photoshop. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, tripod mount problem. The tripod mount problem of this camera is very close to the battery door, which makes it very hard to replace battery as you were already mounted the camera on. So why the hell, Sony? Why not just make it, you know, shift it towards the sides? Probably you guys have that technology down there, cables or whatnot, but you know, in the long run you just make the consumer less, you know, less appealing for us to purchase your camera in tripod. It is, I know it's a minor gripe, but that is so annoying. Okay, I don't know why they have made it so close to the door, battery door. And yeah, I mean, my Canon 650D, they all have this problem with the door being so near to the tripod mount. Like, so frustrating. At least at some point some tripod mounts can open a bit, but this ZV-1, due to the size, they have made it very close, so it's impossible. Sony, come on. So number 5 is not weatherproof. They were just, you know, trying to get a splash of a screen, you know, like the effect, and one of the water just got into the lens and it made condensation later on.
We actually got a tiny splash of water. I was trying to film this slow-mo shot in 120 of Kern stomping in the puddle, and we got the shot, and I think it actually looks really great. I was just handheld, swooped in, but a little bit of water got on the front of the lens, which caused condensation to build up.
Here we are. Oh, I got water on the lens. Oh, no. From that splash. 1 second. So the light's hitting it right here, and that's the thing of water I'm talking about. Oh, look at this. Oh man.
Yeah.
Dry that out.
So we're gonna dry it out. Yo, Kearns.
How's it looking?
It looks like we just got out of like a storm.
6 not using Type-C. We're in 2020, guys. Sony Type-C, iPad Pro, Apple Type-C. I don't know why the new iPhone 11 is still not Type-C. Come on, guys. Okay, next, let's go to number 7. Problems transferring data. I've heard a lot of YouTubers talking about this, transferring pictures and videos through their app, and they have come across a lot of problems in transferring it, and I don't know why they make it so hard. I wish Sony could have just done an NFC touch, you know, like transfer it on the go just like that. It would be easier, and have a better dedicated app. And please, talking about app and software, the people who already bought the ZV-1, Sony, you promised that you're gonna put it live stream via USB, via micro USB. Gang, come on, Sony, USB Type-C. And where's the software for the streaming service? Blah blah blah. You can change your ZV-1 to webcam. Where is that? And Sony, please make it happen, like these updates really fast, because Apple's always fast in updating their software, which is really efficient. Let's go to number 8, heat problems sometimes. Okay, you have to switch off the heat problem toggle on in the menu. I would love for Sony to have this off even in the box, or not having this problem at all, this feature like, oh, warning, this heat. No, you should know when to give the best for the consumer, you know. So we want it to be seamless, if you can say. Like 1 hour shooting, that is makes sense if you want to warn them, but I heard it was 15 to 19 minutes and it shut down by itself, and the warning sign keeps on popping out. I'm like, I don't get it, Sony. Just do it, you know. I think it's because of the processor, the CPU inside this camera, or the battery is too small for it to compensate the demands of the camera being used, so that's why it's heat up so much. So I think that is, you can solve the issue by having a better processor or something, and make it more cooled down, or probably have a vent to vent out the heat or something, you know, and make it weatherproof at the same time, you know. Dang. Right, number 9, no touch screen. Yeah, this is a problem, guys. I mean, I think it's touchscreen. It's touchscreen, but it's not like fully touchscreen menu based, I think. Yeah, we have to still use that toggle, you know, jiggy majiggy button. And yeah, I know it's touching because you can touch to focus, but not touch to change like some other Sony cameras. And yeah, I think that's the gripe. If I'm not mistaken, it's not a touchscreen in a way, fully touchscreen. Number 10, not wide enough unless you shoot in 1080p. This one has already been discussed, so let's jump to the illustration of the upgrades that I think is good for this Sony camera. Let's go. Number 1 is the flip up screen, and you guys, I know you guys must be thinking, oh, where do I put the hot shoe mount? I prefer it on the side. Yes, guys, I understand, but I think for the past RX series, they have been thinking about having this flip up, is because it's looking more natural and you have a better width margin ratio compared to if you were to put it this way. I had a 650D Canon, and that was the first Canon camera that flip it that way, like the ZV-1. It is taking up a lot of horizontal plane space, and it's hard to somewhat maneuver your camera, and it's a bit like flipping out this way, and sometimes you look at this way more than looking up. So it's better to look up than look sideways, guys. So I don't know, a lot of YouTubers, they love the fact that it's this way, and they love the fact it can flip and cover this and protect the screen. Guys, there's a solution for that. Make sure it's Gorilla Glass. Make sure there's new, like the Note 20 having the Gorilla Glass Victus, and probably just put a tempered glass on the screen, so you just save yourself a hassle of making that an excuse to make it this way and protecting the screen. Yeah, I love that too, guys, but sometimes front is way better than side, you know. The top is better than side. So I don't know, this is my kind of taste. Again, I said this is my opinion, but I prefer it to be top because look, as you guys see in the picture, it looks more natural, and I think it's looking more friendlier to vlog rather than on the sides. Friendlier to vlog. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys the solution. So how to get a hot shoe is just extend the damn camera. So you have a hot shoe over there and a mic, which is, I'm going to tell you guys the cons here, the pros here, which is awesome. Alright, next is to have a better grip, and this kind of grip is swappable kind of grip. This is coming from an A6600 grip, and this is where you get the better battery life, a better grip, because the A6500, 6400, I think from the moment you get 6400 you get a improved kind of grip, but in A6600 have a better grip than the rest of the A series, so Alpha series. So basically want to just use that and make it like the size of the ZV-1 or the RX series of the height. Make sure the grip is there because you're gonna occupy the space for that big battery from the A6600. Yeah, this is my solution, and I'm gonna put it this way. Let's go one by one. Touchscreen, Gorilla Glass Victus, hot shoe mount on the top, headphone jack, mic jack, USB type C on this side of the camera, because you know, as you put your hot shoe mount, you're gonna place your jack over there, so it's much cleaner look. And microphone here is a Rode quality front-facing microphone kind of type, so that's why the extension have to have more housing for the electrical to get that quality. So also the ZV-1 also remains the top microphone as well, so ZV-1 is more omnidirectional, whatever, surrounding kind of microphone, which is awesome. And we do have the tripod mount already adjusted, and the lens is 14mm to 70mm or 100, up to you guys, or 1.4 aperture to 2.9, and a 9.0 to 25.7. 9.4 is too cropped in, 9.0 is good, it's better, wider, better grip, bigger battery, swappable grip, like the A6000 battery. At this point, I think that, you know, the Canon's battery grip, I think the Alpha series also have the R series have a swappable battery like this way. Make sure that this way you can also change the batteries, like you can swap this way so you don't disturb anything, so it's much more versatile. So yeah, that's all I can say about the ZV-1. Hopefully Sony, you can hear me out on this one. I really love the RX series quality. The ZV-1 color science is improved, and Bion Z, XZ, those kind of sensors. Yeah, I love your technology, Sony. Please make this happen. I think this is a way, this is my opinion, and hopefully the comment down below put more ideas or whatnot. Yeah, voice out guys, peace out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.
That has to be the worst conclusion I've ever come to in a review, that I'm shit at holding cameras. I think the thing I'm most upset with is that usually I'm not a clumsy person, so this was a bit of a shock really. I mean look. Even my cat's crying about it. Oh man, I've got to apologise to Sony and say thank you for letting me borrow the camera, but you're getting it back with a bent end. I'm really sorry. You know, I don't usually have that effect on ends, but I managed to write off my own camera as well. So now both of them don't work.